Alright, hello, this is Kevin Vonesper. I'm here at Vonesper Studios in New York, and we're going to do another AWK Files. Alright, my last two videos were about the new Andrew WK stuff, but now I'm back to my original intent for this channel, for this series, which is to deep dive into the history of Andrew WK, knowing everything that we know now. Today we're going to take it all the way back to the beginning, before Andrew WK. If we got to understand who Andrew WK is, we have to look at the scene around him at the time in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I'm taking it all the way back to Couch. I bought a journal to take some notes, and to make it official, now we're on. Before we get into Couch, we're going to do something I like to call follow-up. Follow-up, 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 all right. Follow-up, up, follow-up, all night. So I'm going to take a look at the comments for the last two videos and do a little follow-up on what we've already covered on this series. So this is for the first video. Thank you, Jeff Frumis. He said, excellent deep dive. Love the NLE frame-by-frame, scene-by-scene analysis. Thank you. This is my friend Jeff. Go check out his channel, Frumis, where he talks about all sorts of things, but primarily the misfits. The fish is a symbol of Christianity. I wish I had more answers for you, but I'm looking at the same stuff you are. Haha. The last quote also seems to be a god from Thelma if you take the first letter of each word together. And then I asked who the guy with the tattoos on his hand are, and we got a confirmation from Clandestine Council that is indeed Eric Payne. Maxine Gervais says, I think the salt means a form of destruction. Also, the four colors of the logo blocks seem to represent the four elements: fire, water, earth, and air. Babylon being a goddess associated with Mother Nature. Good catch. Bungerman 1000 says, I think the DDD is just 3 Ds, 3D. Yeah, that makes sense. And the CCCC is just C4 and he's holding an explosive. That makes sense too. Ace replied to that saying, I personally think CCCC is a reference to the noise band CCCC. Andrew WK has referenced them before as an influence on him. They believe in the emotional pursuit and execution of noise music as opposed to the intellectual pursuit. Well, that's an interesting tie into what we're going to talk about today. Couch, the noise scene in Ann Arbor, Michigan. So let's check out what CCCC sounds like, and I will drop a little clip right here. This is comments for the next video we broke down, I'm in Heaven. Tawdy Hepburn says, I think that's also a reference to the Party All Goddamn Night EP cover. Yeah, that could be. And I also was thinking the Closet Full of Shirts, we also saw that in the Party All Goddamn Night EP artwork. Saul Good is responding to my question of what auto means. The auto is mentioned in the journals. It's a little strange, of course it is, because it's supposed to stand for over the top in the journal. It's written as a kind of word diagram. Edit. After unpausing and watching more of your video, on the same page the auto is on, there are doodles of patterns of stairs, or something similar at least. The checkerboard imagery also appears in his journal. Kurt Russell, the Kurt Russell, watches my show, says, I've pondered if auto has something to do with Ordo Templi Orientis. Keith Rankin, that's my brother. Does Andrew acknowledge the greatest party song is Anthem by Green Jelly? Lift up all hands, light up the sky for sex and drugs and rock and roll. Party all day, party all night. Sex and drugs and rock and roll, yeah. Oh yeah. If you didn't know, I have been a member of Green Jelly in the past. Gary Helsinger, aka Hot Cement Shot, aka the Anthony Kiedis looking guy from Green Jelly, has been working with Andrew since his first album, which is true. On to the couch. To preface this, I want to read some excerpts from this incredible 33 1/3 book by Philip Crandall. I recommend everyone get this if you're an Andrew WK fan. We'd say, oh, the Stooges suck just to be assholes, says Jim Magus, who alongside Peter Larson co-founded the band Couch. Examine any scene and you're bound to find a backlash. Wait for the ebb and flow and you'll witness a revival that counterattacks that backlash. Zoom in closer and you'll notice crossed arms awaiting the revival, perhaps with some of those original scenesters split between the camps. Get distracted by some all-encompassing planet misaligning sounds from the side, and that's where you'd find Magus, Larson, and from all accounts, the tens of kids that kept Ann Arbor neighborhoods noisy in the 1990s. We never thought the Stooges sucked by any stretch of the imagination, Magus clarifies. It was really just a sense of making fun of everything and totally lampooning everybody, from the promising bands in Ann Arbor to the sacred cows. Magus describes Couch as a strange kind of weirdo rock band, bent on outbursts of abstract insanity more than they were hooks, choruses, or any of the other stereotypical song trappings. Couch found both friends and enemies in nearby Chicago's no-wave scene. Quintron, a musician who ran and lived in a ramshackle Chicago theater, remembers the band's first show there being so polarizing that a couple broke up over whether Couch sucked or not. Chicago, Quintron says, was more driven by people in art school, and I liked the Michigan noise scene better because it was freer and funnier. Couch was hands down the kings of that whole spirit. I'm going to skip a little bit and go to Andrew and Summerfield were shown John Zorn's production credits on Mr. Bungle and directed to his Naked City work, from which Summerfield says Andrew's path veered towards Zorn's harsher, more aggressive metal, while he followed other Naked City members. Along his way, Andrew was introduced to a Couch 7-inch. Let me interject and say I love Mr. Bungle. I'm glad they're back together. I saw the reunion in Brooklyn in 2020, I guess, right before the pandemic started. And I'm also a fan of John Zorn's Naked City. Each semester, Larson would apply for an emergency loan from the university, pleading he couldn't pay a bill, or whatever other outrageous claims they'd buy. In 1993, he used a loan to co-create Bulb Records with Magus. Their first release, Couch's 4-song 7-inch, shows both members bespectacled and suited up, Larson leaning back with a cigarette and Magus with his chin buried in his schoolboy knot. Magus says it was cataloged as BLB 026 because the rookie label heads didn't want it to look like we didn't know what we were doing, and because he was 26 at the time. Aaron Dalloway, who would drum for Couch years later, remembers seeing the band live with his friends Nate Young and Twig Harper in 11th grade. Couch was just another step further into chaos and strangeness, and we'd never seen anything like it, he says. I was thinking it was freeform. Then I got the 7-inch at School Kids, and I was like, holy shit, this is the exact same thing. This is actually structured chaos. Those are all names we're going to hear a lot digging into the history of Andrew WK. I seeked out the Couch 7-inch, and here they are, bespeckled. Here it is, Bulb Records, BLB 026, there it is. So let's check it out. This is the first song, Haters of Couch. All you guys came here because you love the party music. Is this the part where you exit? This crazy noise is definitely the origins of Andrew WK. So this was put out in 1993, by the way, which would make Andrew WK, about 13, 14 years old. Not sure when he heard this, but probably somewhere around that time, because he started collaborating with some of these members very soon afterwards. This shit is pretty harsh. This song is called Green and Red Look-alike. Green and Red Look-alike. It's not red and blue, but maybe there's something in that 3D space there. Well, that was pretty intense noise. Side A. Pop Genius, right? Ready for side B? Alright, this one's called the Coffee Gun. C-O-F-F-E apostrophe gun. So, some facts about this. I can just read here. Produced by Couch, engineered by Ben Miller. Flooding Basement Studios, Ann Arbor, Michigan. That must be a joke, right? Photos by Rona Foot, F-O-O-T-E. 1993, Bulb Records. Ann Arbor, Michigan. According to Discogs, 3,000 copies of this were made. So on the record side it says Coffee Gun with no apostrophe. And also the next song, Time Traveling Man, on the back is labeled as Is This, in parentheses, the Time Traveling Man. Is this Time Traveling Man? No the. It also says on this record, all selections by Domino Burnside. Who the fuck is Domino Burnside? I'm gonna write that in my notebook. And also the third member credited on this is Charles R. Roberts. I don't know who that is. Ooh, well that was fun. Alright, this is Time Traveling Man. I don't know if these guys were influenced by John Zorn as much. I assume so, because I hear a lot of parallels between this and like the stuff John Zorn did in Naked City and Painkiller. I also got into this John Zorn stuff when I was like 13 years old, so I can relate in a way. Although I didn't go the noise music route ever, it's still definitely an influence of me in some way. I want to note, Time Traveling Man, Time Travel Man. I keep saying Time Traveling Man, but it's Time Travel Man. I think that's a theme that we're going to see in Andy WK going forward. I think he wants to be a time traveling man, or he is a time traveling man, and perhaps part of that concept came right from this 7-inch right here. Well, next we're going to go with a 12-inch Couch Silver Owl, a nightcap in conjunction with Bulb Records. And this is a split with Bullet in the head from Nightcap Records. So this one starts with Old Man. We know Old Man because Andrew WK covered it. This is the insert. The credits on here are Malin J. Magus, Velocity Hopkins, and Charles R. Roberts. Same lineup. Engineering, Ben Miller. Layout, Andrew Claydon. Photo, again, Rona Foot. Thanks, Mike and Chris Taylor. 1993, Bulb Records. We have the same address for Bulb here, P.O. Box. But I love this. This Nightcap Records is actually at Madison Square Garden in New York City. This is Silver Owl. This is a mellow one, I guess. More noise. Can you hear the influence on Andrew WK just seeping through? This one's called Chinese Mechanic. I don't know about this one. I don't know if it holds up as well. I think we just canceled Couch. Oof. This one didn't hold up so well. It's catchy though, right? Oof. Uh-oh. I didn't feel too good about that one. Alright, last song on this one is Truckload of Boats. Dun, 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 dun.
Got me a truckload of boats!
Truckload of boats! Alright, well, that was interesting. Should we check out the other band just to see what they sound like? I don't know anything about Bullet in the Head. Sounds like a hardcore band. Another noise project, I guess. I don't think these guys have anything else to do with Andrew WK than their association here with Couch. Oh yeah, this one's called Poetry and Ignorance. P-O-U-E-R-T-Y. Poetry. Is that a real word? Let's hear number 2. Zahar. Z-A-H-A-R. Anyone want to speculate what kind of instruments or tools they're using to create this? You know, in 2019 I met Jandek. Someone out there will know who that is. That was soothing. Third and last song. This is Uzo. Here, I think I hear an instrument. It sounds like a bass, a very deeply tuned bass guitar. There's a groove in there. Vocals. Now they did release another 7-inch in 1993 on Bulb Records. So, do we think that maybe Bullet in the Head is just Couch? I don't think there's any credits really for this in here. It just says spiritual refinement obtained at West Side Studio by clergy leader Alan Douches. Another fucking mystery. Thanks, Bullet in the Head. So, spoiler alert. These songs we just heard, we're gonna hear them again later on down the line on something called Steve Mike. Except on this one, Haters of Couch is labeled as Haters of Steve Mike. You got Green and Red Look Alike, The Coffee Gun with no apostrophe, 2 E's, and Is This Time Travel Man? So it's a little bit of a grab bag from both of those 7 inches, or both of those singles. And I know what you're wondering now, right? But what does Couch look like live? Oh, well, we're gonna find out right now. So I think the earliest video that I've found of them is from February 22nd, 1994, live at the Performance Network in Ann Arbor, Michigan. You know, I haven't watched these in full. I kind of just like skipped through it just to see what it looks like. So we're going to discover this part together.
Song's about a girl.
Well, I like that they dress up. You see, we share a similar aesthetic. I think this is the Chinese mechanic, Ruth. There's another guy in a suit walking by. Now I wonder if is this about somebody they know, you think? And were they honored or offended by this? What do you think? Cool looking space. Well, I could see how people would think that these songs might be off the cuff, but strangely enough are, as they say, organized chaos.
Am I coming loud and clear?
Oh yeah, you're coming in loud and clear. It's unique, I'll give you that. I've never seen anything like it. I don't think. I'm not too into the noise scenes. I've been a little bit around the New York noise scene of the last 10 or so years, but this is way before that. This is like 30 years ago. Do you imagine rehearsing with these guys? Like, charting out these songs as the new guy? I like the energy. I don't necessarily like the music, but I respect the style and the energy for sure. Now, do we think Andrew was at this show? Or do you think he was still a little too young? I don't know. What? I guess I started going to shows around this time, like 14, 15. Uh-oh, we're about to get two guitars. Well, if anything, I think we could see how Andrew WK takes structured chaos and makes it his own in his later years. We even got a little bit of a drummer-magician thing going on right here. So do you think that jump was the signal to start? I mean, that's pretty smart. I mean, they are dedicated to what they do, huh? You could tell this was back before Google and the internet, because who would name their band Couch now? It's like one of the most ungoogleable names besides 3. Looking at you, 3. I think I actually recognize this one. We heard this one, didn't we? I already can't remember which one this was, but I think we heard this on one of the singles. I mean, that's a saxophone. John Zorn plays saxophone. Related? Possibly not. I wonder if these guys ever did an interview about this band. Like, was there a conceptual point to it, or is it just they really like noise music and they dress it up with some suits and ties?
These guys suck so damn.
Don't say that.
Someone says they suck so bad. But he's in the front row. That's funny. Does anyone know who that is? Is this old man? Yeah. I know this one. It's Old Man. It's because I'm so used to hearing the AWK version too. Alright, Old Man Live. There you have it, folks.
Ich habe ja noch kein Wasser.
What's the German angle?
Wo ist mein Wasser?
Are they supposed to be from Germany? Is that part of the concept of this band?
Mein Wasser, du Scheiß!
Eat your heart out, Sonic Youth. Whoa. What do you think their tuning is? You think they have a tuning? I mean, it's captivating yet so hard to get through. I wonder what the energy was like if you were actually there. Confusion, exhilaration, frustration. It's like, I bet you these guys are really good musicians and they're choosing to play their instruments in a way that's very non-musical. Hey, this is like a little punk tune right now. Oh, that was quick. Not for long. This is like, almost like, has a Black Flag vibe, if you could put it to any kind of punk rock association. Whoever's recording this sounds so young. Oh, he almost slipped out of his character. Harmony.
I woke up this morning.
Everything turned on!
Okay, we almost had a song for a second.
Got me a truckload of boats!
Oh, we got Truckload of Boats. We know this one.
Got me a
Truckload of Boats. Yeah. He's dancing.
Got me a truckload of boats!
Truckload of Boats. Oh God, I can't believe this is only like half over. Oh, we know this one. It's just such an interesting use of your time and energy and instruments. I don't know. So much dedication.
Light man, if we could have some of that sexy low lighting.
Uh-oh, it's gonna get sexy. Let's see what they do with this mood lighting. Whoa, it's almost a song. Is that a guest? Wow. Is he gonna take his clothes off? Take it off! Uh-oh. This person does not want to be on stage. I'm sure everyone in that room knows each other, though. I know a little bit about small scenes. So who do we think the mystery fourth member on stage is? Wow, it was different. It definitely gave the audience a little bit of a break from the harshness.
Let's all give Michael a big hand here for helping us out.
Well, that's Michael. Who's Michael? Thanks, Michael. Hey, this one's got a groove. His drummer's funny. And respect to him for standing up and being goofy about it. Has anybody else watched this and watched the whole thing? Oh yeah, my light came back on. My light, it just goes out sometimes, and then it comes back. Does anyone know why that might be? Hey! The drummer got an instrument, another instrument. They're so multi-talented. He's playing drums at the same time. He dropped a stick though. Yeah, well, he doesn't need a stick. He's got another instrument he can play drums with. Uh-oh, tall guy stepped in front of the camera. It's like you're really there. Classic feedback. Okay. Drummer's really getting... This is like his showcase piece. Is he looking for his drumstick? Oh no, he's looking for his horn. Uh-oh, dual horns. Watch out. Shaky cam. Where are we going? You gotta imagine back in the 90s, this guy's gotta have like this giant VHS recorder, I imagine. Okay. That's a new way of playing guitar. So is the whole rest of this set gonna be like feedback? Oh, violent. I've done that. That's why all my guitars are broken probably, but it's fun in the moment. Oh, that is harsh. Yeah, the feedback. This part just goes on forever. I can't wait for this to be over right now. Yeah, man. I'm depleted too. I get it. Oh, he's got writing all over his shirt. I didn't see that before. That a little tape recorder, something like that. Are they jamming now? Oof. Oh, that was almost 40 minutes of Couch Live. This episode brought to you by Painkillers. Alright, this one's called Moon River Nights. I'll only watch the first part, because the second part seems to be just parts of the other show that we just watched in higher quality. Credited to 93 to 94, so maybe this is them in 94. Let's press play right now. Lightbulb Records presents. Yep, that's Couch. And we know this one. Hey, this drummer's sitting down, so this is... I wonder if that's, Aaron Galloway. There's more Old Man. AWK's favorite Couch song, I'm going to assume. That's canon now. What is that hanging off of his guitar? Is it his strap? Is he just holding his bass up? I mean, I've done that, but it's hard. And not intentionally. Same conviction. These guys, the suits, or at least they're consistent. Yeah. Well, there was another glimpse into how consistent they are live. And one more live clip. This one is credited to... this is the song Cryptologists live in Olympia, Washington, 1995. So 2 years later. Seems like the same lineup that we just watched. Maybe? So Olympia, Washington. Am I to assume that Couch went on tour? Is Washington near Michigan at all? I really am terrible at geography. Hey look, they have a fan. With like a little bit more organization, this could be a hardcore band. I don't think that's ever their intention, but just saying. I guess it's the hardcore energy transferred into whatever you want to call this. Avant-garde? Noise? Experimental? I think to the members of Couch, this was just normal, so I don't think they related to pop music. Okay. Alright. And the last Couch thing I have today is the Sexy River music video from 1994.
Tell you a story.
Wow.
How to find the sexy river. It's deep in the jungle, south of the equator.
Yeah, row that boat.
You'll need to see the natives to find the river. They'll have to pay them all the gold you got.
Look at those dance moves. Yeah. Grooving.
Take you to the river where you grab yourself a girl.
Grab it. Grab girls. No, don't grab girls.
Take your girl to the river.
What do you think happens at the rivers with girls in Ann Arbor, Michigan?
To your boat.
On a boat.
Oh, then you take out your boat and put it in the water.
Euphemism for anything? Is this that that slow sexy song that we heard live?
Take your boat down the river. Throw away the paddles.
No paddles. Why would you throw away your paddles?
Let the river take you where it wants to.
Well, at least he's answering all my questions.
Hush now. Now I've told you the story
Sure have.
about the sexy, sexy river.
Oh, the river's sexy. Okay.
Just between you and me. This song's about loving.
Leave nothing to the imagination. Yeah. Lovin'.
Your kind of loving.
Well, there ain't no party like a couch party, right? I think I've had enough couch for today. I hope you enjoyed this. This is, yes, Andrew was not directly a part of that, but this is part of the origin story. So, you're welcome / I'm sorry, and I'll see you next time. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Like, share, subscribe.